All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2. We may or may not be here. Just me in the booth right now, but I know Stinky will be showing up soon. I asked for him to join me on this occasion. Looks like we're finally gonna have this game be played, and I couldn't be more excited. As I try and pull up, that is so funny. As I try and pull up this the link for this. Just that's me. That's what I sound like. Let's see. Toss in this game of the week chat. All right, so we are good to go. At least I'm good to go. Thank goodness I'm not hearing any music. That's wonderful. That's the first thing I do when I pull up the new Madden game. You know, I turn off the music. It's a little sad though because it means that all the meme music that you hear is probably you know, like Throw It in Rotation, Madden 20 by Snoop Dogg. You know, there's a lot of real bangers that I'm missing out on by doing that, but Stink, glad you could join us, man. So we're finally getting this game played. Titans Ravens. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling excited. We're finally going to advance to the divisional round. But I think we got a good one on our hands.
Well, I'm hoping that you're right. I mean, a lot of people have been looking forward to seeing this football game actually happen. And I'm sure a lot of people are cheering for the Titans off the sole fact that the playoffs would probably go significantly faster if they won. Now, let me get a share screen going for you so you can see what's going on. That's a good idea, isn't it?
I think that's a great idea. That's why you needed that.
That's right. There you go, fella. So, you are here. We got Doc in the chat. Shout out to my dude, Doc. We got the snow
going in Baltimore, too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's been a lot of exciting football games come playoff time that have happened in the snow. You know, the Snow Bowl comes to mind. You know, the Packers. So maybe we'll be seeing some of that here. H Coke in the chat. Shout out to H Coke. Yeah, I'm here with my buddy Stinky, the Kansas City Chiefs, and you know, it's got to be nice seeing some playoff football. I know last year you weren't a part of the festivities, but this year, you know, you've decided to join us here in playoff football. Inside run up the middle. It's the rookie Layman.
Yeah. And you know, so I just want to add a little interesting note right here. The Vikings did say, the Titans. The Titans head coach Wally did say he's been watching film on this game and he's prepared on how to stop these RPO flips from D'Angelo. So I'm interested to see how that works out for him this game.
And you know, I did see that comment that he made. He seems to be motivated to try and make a run this year, and it all starts with D'Angelo and this Ravens team. Another run here for the rookie Layman up the middle. And what's very interesting about this kid is the Ravens actually had no interest in this guy. You know, the coach, I don't know what happened, but he completely missed a lot of the offseason festivities. And what happened was the general manager was forced to take over and make those decisions by himself. And he ended up drafting Keaton Mitchell's replacement to the head coach's dismay. So he had to call an audible. What the hell? He had to call an audible, so to speak. Bro just actually lagged.
I thought that was what happened to me.
Dude, that's actually crazy. And they traded Keaton Mitchell to Dallas, and they ended up going with the young stud. But you know what? The general manager made a great call because this kid came in at about like an 84 overall, and they're putting him into use here early in this game.
Yeah, this is a good guy. You know, they shipped Keaton Mitchell out of town because they trusted him as Lamar Jackson sells that pass. Teddy, I wonder, do you think the snow is going to affect this game at all? Like, does it actually affect Madden games? I don't really know.
So it certainly does on Sim. I think on comp it does not. Another thing
Okay.
I'd like to point out is that Doc thinks that this might be a custom. I obviously cannot have. I only have one monitor. I cannot pull up
Wow.
the huddle GG and type in this guy's playbook. But if you could do that
Why
on the
don't
side, I think that'd be nice. Back to throw here. He's in double post. So hold on a minute. So he has double post.
this looks like the Eagles? This
Yeah,
looks
I
fine.
mean this. Yeah, this looks
I mean,
fine to me.
look,
I mean, if Dog can't identify the Eagles, then it is what it is. But that's crazy. So double post, obviously a good play. Didn't work out for him there. Now he's forced into a 3rd down and 10 here. Back to throw out of the gun.
there's the wheel route and the corner route. He has
He's-
so much.
Thank
open.
God. So he throws the flat. Wow, they are lagging. This is not me. I don't know whose POV we're watching this from the Ravens POV. Maybe this is why I didn't want to stream, because I'm literally watching the game chunk along.
Maybe we can have. Let's ask Wally to stream. Let me go ahead.
I mean, we could. I mean, I don't. If he, I'd be pissed if I
Wanna
was
skip
streaming.
this
I
a
could
little
tell it was
bit?
lagging. I mean, I don't know what the deal is. Like,
I
because
guess we can leave it.
I don't know. That's just weird that he wouldn't be like, "Hey man, can you stream?" Because that's probably what I'd be asking. Damn,
And wow,
the blitz
completely
came in.
unblocked corner, and the strong safety gets there and takes down Lamar. Well, takes him down, but Lamar Jackson can get that ball off.
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson taking some unexpected back shots right there, hit as he throws. Sometimes the surprise back shots catch you when you're not expecting. Well, I definitely can't answer that. Back to throw, going underneath to the drag route. He's got London. I believe that might be Drake London. I can't be
That
too
is
sure.
Drake London. He came over on a trade from Hodge, I believe. I want to say he sent him a 1st-round pick or something. I know Hodge was not a big fan, the old Commanders user of Drake London. He said he wasn't very good. He is pretty slow, only 90 speed.
What's hilarious is that Rajan really didn't want to trade Drake London, and then Suz or somebody or Hodge, I guess, was like, "Man, I really want that guy," and then he just traded him. So that's like stupid. That's just so dumb.
Ooh.
Rolling out to
Lamar
his right,
Jackson's
Lamar
gonna roll out
Jackson
here.
lagging his balls off, but it's not going to matter. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Okay.
That's
All
where
right.
having somebody like Lamar Jackson, it pays dividends. He's able to extend the play, and most other quarterbacks probably don't have the breakaway speed to get away from that blitzing. I want to say defensive end, but Lamar Jackson does, and that's 7 for D'Angelo.
I'm going to ask D'Angelo if he's lagging. Because this is honestly kind of crazy that he just doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't really. Wow, somebody is spam calling me. This is really annoying.
I mean, that does sound pretty annoying. I have my thing muted so that people don't
And
spam me.
out here comes Andrew Fleck, who I would argue, when you factor in the abilities and everything, I think Andrew Fleck might be the better quarterback in this game study. He has an amazing set of abilities. It just really is going to come down to how Wally can use him.
Yeah, Andrew Fleck, a guy that I got into the lab with him, and I told him what I think he should equip on him, and I think it's worked out pretty good for him. Wally's a guy who decides he wants to miss the playoffs every other year, and this is his year to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, and if he can make plays like that, nice little 30-yard jump off, we might see this team not be terrible.
Yeah, and I don't really like blitzing the first play, especially that blitz didn't really look that good from the start. That play kind of looked like it was. And Andrew Fleck's gonna keep it right here.
That was dumb as hell.
Jackson.
That was so stupid.
That's
Dude
scary.
keeps it,
That was
runs into
scary.
the 2 nearest Ravens, and is probably lucky to not fumble the football. That is the risky run.
Interesting note right here, Steady. I don't know if Spit's watching because the winner of this game does play Spit. If he is watching, D'Angelo seems to put his cornerback matchup by overall. I believe if you motion over a wide receiver, that kind of messes with that, doesn't it?
A tad, a bit. I don't think we're going to be seeing that tonight. Wally was talking about maybe incorporating that, but it seems clear that he has no interest in doing that. So underneath to the angle, that's Roland, and that's going to be another first down.
And, I think D'Angelo does kind of need to key into those easy throws. You have to make Wally sit back and make reads. This isn't a guy that's a perennial, playoff powerhouse. He's not always here. He's not used to these games. I think he has a little bit of nerves going on. And I think people who have nerves what takes the nerves away, it's hitting your checkdowns. I want to make Wally uncomfortable if I'm D'Angelo.
I mean, that is the goal. And what you'll see a lot of better players do is try and mix in a lot of blitzes so that they always feel like there's that timer. It looks like that's what we're going to see here. And Andrew Fleck, no back shots here. He's going to take this one right to the face, and he's going to be unable to get rid of that in time. Is going to fall to the ground harmlessly, but you hate to see your quarterback take looks like that.
Yeah, man, you want to protect your guy, and that's D'Angelo dialed up the pressure. It got home. That was a good play from him.
Out of the single back here, very heavy. And we'll see what he does. Back to throw. Gonna get hit again. Unable to find a man in time.
It really looks like D'Angelo is heavily sending the pressure. He wants to make he was trying to force Wally into speeding up his processor and making him make quick reads. And I don't mind it. I like what D'Angelo is doing right now.
Well, it's 3rd down and 10. He's doing something right. Back to throw underneath. I mean, people talk about Wally being a check down merchant. And we saw him throw a drag, an angle, and what was probably another drag. Yeah, that's right. So
yeah, that was
bro is not beating the allegations, but I'd love to see a drag here or something along those lines. 4th down and 1. I mean, effectively the game on line going over the middle, and that's why he's throwing drags. Intercepted, gonna go down at the 3 for whatever reason, maybe because he's lagging his cock off, and that is gonna be a big stop.
I thought he might have had that. I think he might have messed up the pass lead there. I think if he pass leads down, maybe he gets that. I don't really know.
I didn't like it. But you know what? It was an aggressive call, and this time it did not work out. Outside run to Lehman, juking back inside, gonna gain about 4 yards.
Yeah, and that's a nice little carry for the running back who's taken over the starting job very well for Keaton Mitchell, who used to be an X-Factor himself. D'Angelo really seems to like these RPO looks and these these read options, and I mean, you can't blame him. He has Lamar Jackson.
Well, I mean, he's gonna take a safety off. I cannot believe he can play through that. That is unreal. Does he always play like this?
I don't think he's dealing with it. I think it's just his stream's bad. There's no way he's playing through this. Because the read was too. I don't think he would have been able to make that read if he was actually lagging.
Bro, that's crazy. That is nuts. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I can check if I'm dropping frames on OBS. I'm not, so I doubt it'd be me. But that's unreal, dude. Back to throw, underneath to the drag. The running back has a nice little block there. Gonna be a 1st down.
Yeah, and D'Angelo seems to have gone past the days of flipping his play every single time. I don't know if he just it got too much for him, or maybe he just plays better without flipping. Because I'm sure when you flip the play every time, you also have to reread the defense.
I don't think it has that much of an impact on the offense. I feel like the reads are largely the same. It's just kind of if you want to be really annoying. At the end of the 1st, Ravens up 7. Doc's asking for us to ask Blood to end stream so we can go to Wally. I mean, it's few and far between, and it's very funny, so I don't really care. I don't think it makes it unwatchable or anything, because largely the play is still unfolding in front of us. But if H-Coke thinks that we should, then maybe I could ask. I don't know how good Wally's internet is either. Inside run here to Lehman.
Yeah, and I just want to add in your study that did appear to be a read option type of RPO right there. He did. I saw the R come up, so I think he could have kept that as well. Just an interesting note. He's the interesting thing about this Philadelphia Eagles playbook is the amount of RPOs it has. It has a lot, and the RPOs also a lot of them allow you to run with the quarterback. So I think this is the playbook to run if you have Lamar Jackson.
Well, he's utilizing it well. Underneath drag route, that's Mark Andrews. Oh my God, he's kind of fighting, breaking tackles left and right. And tight end is a position that sees a lot of longevity. I mean, we were looking at Travis Kelce, who many thought would likely be out of the league by this point. But he's still going strong. Recently traded to the Giants.
I think especially during the playoffs, you see the more of an emphasis on the tight end. Again, another read right there. It seems Wally is unconservative, though. He's not going to let D'Angelo run around with Lamar Jackson. He's unconservative. The end is staying every single time. But like I was saying, The tight ends, they become more of a focal point of the offenses during the playoffs, it seems, because people don't want to make as risky of reads. They
Mm-hmm.
want to play it more safe, and more often than not, the tight end is on the shorter route.
Mm-hmm. And the tight end, a very valuable pass catcher, especially in my offense, and I'm sure many are the same way. Just safe hands, big bodies, very reliable, and
And
that's what we
this
see
another
tonight.
thing, Spit, if you're watching, he is watching. He told us, Mister. Oh my God, he's gonna have Zay
Damn.
Flowers right there for a beautiful,
Yeah, that
beautiful
was
completion.
nice.
27.
Reed's man, the in route, able to beat the coverage there, and he does run into a hit stick after breaking the tackle, maybe try and do a little too much, but luckily he is able to hang on to that football, and
Yeah,
that's a big play.
just want to add in here. So D'Angelo does have threat detector. I don't really like the fact that Wally just left that corner that was blitzing so far out. I feel like that kind of messes up the whole play.
Going
Oh my!
underneath to the drag. All right, we can ask Wally after this drive, because that play was pretty bad.
This is, I mean,
Uh,
I would like to see Wally maybe make an adjustment to play like short yarded flats right here, because it
uh,
seems D'Angelo is just happy to keep on spamming the mesh concept.
I mean, yeah, very very popular Madden concept. Always very reliable. Works against a variety of defenses. We're probably going to need to see the Titans adjust that and make less mistakes if they want to have a chance in this game. Because right now it kind of looks like D'Angelo's having his way and running away with this one.
Yeah, I would have to agree. We're gonna have to see some changes from Wally. I believe he does get ball at half. He's not in. He's not out of this game completely yet. He gets ball at half. Possessions have been limited. He's corner and makes a beautiful tackle right there. Third and four. If you're Wally right here, you need to get the stop right here. This is a big money down for you.
I'm trying to switch to Wally's stream because he says that he's streaming, but I don't see it. So if someone wants to DM that to me, by all means, but it's not in the channel. So
All right.
Donald Monday, you're a big liar. Wacky look here. I don't like that. Inside run on the RPO.
Ooh.
Not gonna get there, but 3 is okay. 3. I mean, you know what I want to
Ooh,
do? I
I
want to
don't know
kick
if
3.
I would go for this.
I want to
I
kick
would
3.
I would come out in a play and see if I like it, but I don't like this look. I don't like this play right now.
Inside run, Layman fighting forward. Oh my God, his lineman pushes him across. That is crazy.
Wow. I thought he was gonna get held up, but Lane fought, man.
He
and
literally was held up, and you never give up, right?
I'm Wally. I'm sick right now, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sick
is
of this
not the
That
play
was
that
messed up.
you wanted to give up, and this is a touchdown. I mean,
This is awful.
this is a bro's
Okay,
gonna power through. Ravens touchdown. I'm gonna check my DMs for this new link. Well,
I just want to add in
I
here.
don't see it. So
We might be inclined to think that this game is over, but it is not over. Wally's about to get the ball. He can go get 7, milk the clock, make sure D'Angelo doesn't touch it. He gets ball back right after half. So this game very well. Next time D'Angelo touches the ball, could be 14-14.
mm-hmm.
So I think Wally just needs to stay on his game plan. He needs to make sure D'Angelo doesn't touch the ball again, and he needs to go down and, more importantly, get 7 right here.
Yeah, 7 probably what you need if you want to, give yourself some hope in this game. But he's got time to do it. So we'll see what he can draw up. Andrew Fleck, one of the more premier quarterbacks in the league, at risk of being shut out in the first half. I'd say he's probably the best player on this team. And they probably can't afford for that to be the case. Little verticals here. That's right. Great throw to the vertical route on the inside. Beats his man. Hurry up offense. Don't think they're going to playoff. They won't. Going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and that's what he needs to stand in there and do. Wally needs to hit the crossers. He needs to use that pass lead elite is extremely it helps you so much on offense. You need to use it to your advantage. It lets you fit the ball into tight windows. Wally needs to play his game. We haven't even seen any runs from him yet. Wally needs to run the ball a little bit.
Hey man, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see people run the ball. It's a passers league. And, we got to let that thing fly.
I mean, Super Bowl
drag route.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about that. Inside, a little dump off there. Get good for about 9. Little mesh again here. Throwing it underneath. That was scary. Potentially interceptable. but he
I don't know
gets
about
away
you,
with
Steady,
one
but I
there.
don't think you need to call a timeout right there. I would preserve the timeouts. Only 1 yard. Not a lot of time is going to run off.
Mhm.
But D'Angelo really likes to be big on these strong safety blitzes and these corner blitzes. And Wally's dropping back far. So he needs to be
Yeah,
a
it
little
puts him
careful
at
about
risk.
that.
It definitely puts him at risk a little bit. Back to throw
Yeah.
in the linebacker blitz. You're talking about these safety blitzes. This time the linebacker
Oh.
blitz flies in a huge sack, and I think
I mean,
that was the Ravens who just called timeout.
I think it was. They
That
smell
is
blood in the
nuts.
water,
That
man.
is
They smell
actually,
blood.
I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy. Bro is very confident. I likely
And
wouldn't have
you,
done that. I think it's very likely that Wally, holy frick, all
oh my
right, this is
god.
bad. This is bad. That's crazy.
We're gonna see two corners coming on a blitz, it seems like. Yep, there they
Yep,
are.
back to
They're
throw to the
coming.
wheel, and
Got
oh
time.
my god,
Ooh.
intercepted. It's Johnson who had a pick earlier in the game. He's looking to take this back for 7 down the sideline, down to about the 14. And right there, Wally loves throwing interceptions on wheel routes. This guy puts a wheel route and he is chucking it. It doesn't matter if a defender's there or not. In a previous game we casted, that was an issue, and it looks like that is still a problem here in the playoffs. Maybe D'Angelo's the one watching film, huh?
It appears so, man. Wally needs to get out of his head, man. He's not properly diagnosing the blitz. You can kill the blitz and make him stop blitzing, but he's not able to do it. As D'Angelo gets the ball to Zay Flowers, and he's celebrating.
He just celebrated and went out of bounds at the 1. Not the worst thing in the world because it lets you maybe take some more time off. I figure he'll just walk into the end zone on this play anyway, though, instead of going down.
One thing I will say about D'Angelo is this guy, like, he's not afraid to be cocky. Like, if he wins, he makes sure, like, he showboats on you. And I won't lie, he's one of those people, when he's losing, he's an extremely sore loser. So, like, Spit, if you're watching, I mean, like, come on, man. You can't be letting this guy do this to you next round if this guy somehow wins.
Well, right now he's feeling very good, feeling very confident, and Layman fighting into the end zone right there. Wow, that kid's got heart.
Yeah, they shipped Keaton Mitchell out of town because of him. They had, I believe, a training camp battle for the starting job. He won. They shipped out Keaton Mitchell to Dallas, who went on to Dallas. I don't know. I think he did some okay things there. But this guy, Layman, he's putting the team on his back right now. Steady. He's putting the team on his back.
Yeah, and he's certainly the future at the running back position. Very great player coming out of college, and he's been lights out since he came into the league, and probably a big reason why this team has been holy frick, that's a crazy mess up. Successful as they are.
Yeah, and Wally, maybe he can get a kickoff return touchdown right here. I know he talks about his kickoffs a lot. And oh my god, I thought we were
I mean, that would have been impressive and just what he needed, just what the doctor ordered, as they say. But that did not come to be. And he's gonna have about a minute and 2 timeouts to put him in a better spot after the interception.
That's
a little
nice
out
read.
route.
Okay.
It looks like they called him out right there. So
And
saves the
again,
timeout.
Wally, I just don't believe the game is over for him yet. He can go down, put some points on the board, and get ball at half, and this can be a 1-possession game. Like, he needs to trust himself right here. You can't lose hope right now.
Well, back to throw in the gun, throwing it over the middle. Defenders there. Wow, this guy literally runs. He loves his mesh. It's his favorite.
We're seeing one guy run mesh and it's working, and another guy is adjusting to the mesh. That's what we're seeing right here.
Yeah,
that
is the difference.
Both of these guys are not putting out very good route combos, quite frankly. Just one of them is better at adjusting to it.
Underneath there, fights forward about 10 yards. Going to be a Titans timeout. And, it's interesting. You were talking about the lack of running the ball. This Titans team used to be one that loved to run.
Yeah.
And things seem to have changed ever since Andrew Fleck took that next step. This team used to be very reliant on Derrick Henry.
I know. I don't even know if I put the blame on Andrew. I just don't feel like the proper plays are being called to make him again. We're in a 2-minute when we're throwing drags inside of the middle. We got to do better if we're the play caller for this Titans team.
And the last time we called a Titans game, Andrew Fleck played like dog dick when I was trying to hype him up for being very good. And that was the narrative that we kind of came to, that he has all the talent in the world, but when you got like Matt Averflus calling the plays, the Matt Averflus of the MKL, then it's not the best. Holy hell.
Yeah, and
big lag, back to throw, scrambles to his right, throws it away, gonna bring up a 4th down. I mean, I think it's unlikely that he kicks this. But if he doesn't get this, D'Angelo could literally go get 3 and be up by 24 points, which would be very not good.
Wally's not in a good spot right now. He needs to. He needs to get control of this, man. He needs his best play of the game right here. This is the season right here. This is the season.
Well, in the gun, back to throw. He's looking, going over the middle. He's found his man.
That's a dot.
Wow,
that's exactly what we need.
That is what we needed. So no timeouts now, but you are 10 yards away from pay dirt. So you got to imagine they're looking to take a shot at the end zone.
And Wally's got to be. Wally's got to be communicating to his quarterback, Andrew Fleck, that you cannot throw the ball inside. It's either end zone or bust. You throw the ball to the end zone or you throw it away. It's as simple as that because you have no timeouts.
Well, we'll see what gets drawn up here. Andrew Fleck calling out some audibles here at the line. Back to throw. Wow.
Oh,
what the hell happened there? The pressure came quick.
I didn't even see that.
That was nuts.
I think that was just insta-shed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if that guy got blocked. He literally snapped it, and I was watching Andrew Fleck hit the dirt. Not what you want to happen if you're a Titans fan. And that completes the first half shutout. So the Titans do have something to talk about here at the half. Wow. It's just, you don't got anything for me? That's crazy. Ravens been looking good so far, and I don't know who the Ravens would be playing. I mean, I know that all the matchups are Buffalo. I see. Well, I think that'll be a very good game. Who would you have in a Spit versus
honestly the Spit beating Ducky? Ducky was talking a big game and was leading everybody to believe he's all that, but Spit won 13-4 this season, and his defense looked good. His offense was not the reason he won, and I would like to believe that Spit would not. I would like to believe Spit would be able to score more than 14 points on offense versus D'Angelo. I don't think his defense is in the same league as Ducky's.
Well, I think in that matchup I'd be Team D'Angelo, but certainly still a chance for the Titans. Wow, if they come out at half running the ball, you see that? Maybe they realize that they literally didn't run the ball, and they're going to look to utilize that a little bit to get the offense going.
I mean, again, this game's not over. You go down, you score. It's a 2-possession game, and you need 2 mistakes from D'Angelo in your back. Like, the game's not over. You need to keep on believing.
That's right. Over the middle, that's to Billups maybe, and that's a big gain there, all the way down to the opponent's 37. So right now the Titans are driving. We'll see if they can avoid disaster. Obviously, that big sack at the end of the half last drive, not good. In motion to the right. It's like a fake reverse inside run. Buckley fighting forward with the help of his lineman. Going to be a gain of about 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up. You know, this is a versatile down. You know, you could go run, you could go pass. Can't go wrong with either. Out of the single back here. They're pretty tight. A little out route action. That's a Chigozium Okonkwo in on the catch.
And, you know, I like what the Titans are doing right now. They're mixing in some runs. They're hitting the short, quick, easy passes. They need to keep this up. This has been good.
And yeah, I don't think the passing offense is powerful enough to be able to trust that on every down. I think it's nice that they're mixing in the run, but I'm looking at the clock and I'm seeing that time run very quickly. We are 3 minutes removed of the half, and
this is why I always been a proponent or not a big fan of the 8-minute quarters. I just feel like it allows for more time for comebacks. But that's
there is a penalty, a free play potentially, and he just throws it free play, and he's like, you know what's funny? I'm going to throw it directly at Roquan Smith because you know it's going to get their hopes up, and then I'm just going to accept the penalty, and it's not going to matter. You think that's a mind game play, or do you think? I
think that was a really bad read. That he's very fortunate.
That is hilarious. What the hell? Back to throw. Underneath, it's the angle Roland fighting forward. About 5 yards from pay dirt. Desperate to get in the end zone now, you figure. They don't get a touchdown here. I mean, this one's probably over. So we'll see what they can draw up, and you know, with the season on the line in their most desperate hour. Got a bit of a gun look. It looks a little tight, not very spread out. in motion to the right. It's a one of those, like, what are those called? Like a jet touch.
Touch pass.
Yeah, so gain of about 1. Very good in this area of the field because they're good for a few yards, but not going to get him in the end zone. Wow, Roquan Smith has oh my god. He tries to hit with the crack toss, loses a few yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from
is
the
one
9.
of those plays that like I only call when I'm beating somebody by like 30 points. It's because like if it works, it works good. But the problem is it works like 10% of the time.
It's supposed to be really good. I don't know when you're supposed to call it. Like, it seems like a play that I'm either gaining like 5 yards or I'm losing 5. And generally I don't like taking that risk. So a thing that I've kind of phased out of the playbook, but back to throw now. Going underneath, little angle action, takes a hit all the way down to the 1. So I wonder if he goes QB sneak here. It's going to be a long yard, I figure.
No, you don't QB. I think that I would not.
I don't know.
QB
I wouldn't, but I think that he might think that that's a good call. No, okay. So we are going to be in the gun. Probably the right decision, I'd say.
Would you go man-to-man or zone right here if you're on defense?
Never man-to-man. Man-to-man. Unless like I'm like going for the ultimate mix-up, but like, reinforcement in the middle, that's going to be big. Oh my god. Look, I called it. I called it. God. I'm him. He throws at the reinforcement, and that's just going to be a knockout like every time. You cannot. That's probably not the guy you want to throw at. That's crazy. What a stop. Wow, I think we're seeing a blitz here. He's going to throw the running back for a touchdown. Touchdown. Okay, all right. So he doesn't want a touchdown. He'd rather throw the drag.
And I just don't know why we're in man-to-man when my opponent's only doing mesh. I don't understand.
Probably not the call. Maybe I think if you had really good corners, you were shaded underneath inside because every route is like that vibe. But he had the wheel. Somebody's got to be on the wheel. He had no safety help over there. It's just not the best. And do you think we see a shutout tonight?
And I think we'll see the Titans eventually get onto the board. But funny the thing about shutout, you know what the score of these Ravens game was last year in the playoffs when they lost at St. Nicholas? 31-0 is what they lost by.
Really?
Yes.
I think that'd be very fitting. Maybe the script writers are cooking a 31-0 win.
Wouldn't that be something, man? That would be.
That would not help the NFL beat the allegations. So we'll see what happens. In motion, out wide, creates a 5 wide look here out of the trips to the right. Obviously back to throw, going corner, got his man, a little laggy corner route. You know the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Ravens team, I think they're severely underrated as Super Bowl contenders. I think they can go on a Cinderella run to the Super Bowl, maybe similar to Nick, his fellow division comrade.
I certainly think this is a team that can do it.
Capable.
I don't know, I think it'd be a very similar story to Nick once he got there, if he somehow managed to pull that off. But certainly possible, and he could make us eat our words. This is a very talented team. Certainly one of the more desirable teams in the league, despite his yappings that everyone's got super teams and that he can't compete, which is pretty crazy.
D'Angelo's is one of those guys. He's just, this has got a victim mentality about everything, man. He thinks everybody hates him. He thinks the league's out to get him. But this guy was literally giving the Ravens off of rip. Like, this dude has a good team himself. He's out here crying about Doc's super team.
Doc's team sucks. I hate
and he
Doc's
would refuse
team.
to play Doc. But Doc's team is like D'Angelo literally has the better team between the two.
I'm sure Doc. I don't know, like if he would, but like if I were Doc, I would trade teams. If he really wanted. Like obviously that's not a thing that would happen. Yeah, I don't think it would. I think that'd be the only thing stopping him. So after the RPO gets blown up, by the way, for all that talk about like having his offense clamped and stuff, he's kind of moved the ball very well, and you've been the one who's been clamped. So I'm curious if we're going to get a stop here. 3rd down and long. Back to throw, trips to the left, up the seam. He's got him. That's going to be a conversion.
You just can't have that, man.
No, that's probably not what you want to give up. I'm gonna imagine we're looking at some man action here. That's what I'm reading right now.
That's
Well,
what
we're
I'm
just gonna
reading.
run the ball. And Layman gonna get a few yards. Who is your player of the game right now?
I think my player of the game is Layman. You just said his name. I mean, he carried this team into the end zone on multiple occasions. We know on that when it was 7-0, they're at 4th and 2, and me and you would have kicked 3.
Yep.
He went ahead, he went for it, and he handed it off on the RPO. And Layman, it looked like he was going to get stopped, but he fought for it, man, and
Yeah,
he
I
got the
mean,
Ravens
I
into the end
recall.
zone.
Looking at man, wow, the pressure
Ooh.
comes in. That's a sack. Joey Smith.
I think he looked like he was going to have the crossing circle route get open if he would have free it outside a little bit, but the pass rush got home finally for Wally. Something gets this right on defense.
Last 3rd and long, we saw a conversion. We'll see if we got a similar story here. Back to throw, going underneath. It's the drag route. That's Drake London.
I mean, is he like in match or something? Why is nobody there? He has to be in match, right?
I have no clue.
I don't understand what he's doing.
I didn't really make that connection. Wow, Justin Tucker kind of looking to see if he can kick this 63-yarder. Justin Tucker, for a long time has been one of the best kickers in the league. I'd say he still is, but he's getting up there in age and could probably hang him up at any point here. I know Justin Tucker is a very confident dude. I'd love to see him try and kick this.
In the snow, man. This would be a one
Hell
legendary
yeah.
kick. I don't know
Hell
how the
yeah,
wind's
bro. I have no clue what it's looking like either, but bro, okay.
Oh, he has it.
I don't know if he has that. Bro did not get it. Bro didn't get it. Bro didn't get it.
Well, he messed up the power. Did he get it? I think he would have had it if he hadn't messed up the power.
I don't think so. And Justin Tucker, a guy probably kicking himself. He hates when he misses kicks. Maybe that'll be the catalyst for him to retire. That he doesn't have it anymore. And that puts the shutout at risk. Short field here for the Titans. Now just 30 yards away from the end zone. They're still in this game. Touchdown, onsides are very good. They'd have 3 timeouts still. But they got to have a little more urgency than this. I don't think he believes.
What is up with the man cover? There you go.
Bro called timeout. Bro isn't letting that slide.
That looked bad.
All right, so out of the gun here. 2 receivers to the right, aim to the left. Little tight look. The pressure's coming from the inside, and Goldson just explodes all over Andrew Fleck. Just right down his throat. And that is going to be a sack. Not good. No hurry-up action. You have to score before the 2-minute warning or you're cooked. So I don't know why there's no urgency. Back to throw. Looking over the middle of the field. He's got the crossing route. Going to be a big play. Okay, they are going to call it out of bounds. So this is what you need if you're Andrew Fleck and the Titans. Looking to get in the end zone for pride at least, and for a long shot to win the game. So no longer activated. Roquan Smith going to the zig here. Gonna get nailed. Still hangs on to it. Gotta see some urgency. Where is the urgency? What are we doing? This is crazy. I don't know where my co-commentator went, but
I'm here.
maybe he's just like shell-shocked. He's like shaking in his boots. Underneath, he has guys. He's missing reads. Andrew Fleck rolling out to his right, evades the pressure, takes a hit. Oh my god, I cannot believe he's letting him hit the 2-minute
before the 2-minute warning. I think we had to
bro, that is so bad. I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, that's poor coaching. That's keeping your players poorly informed on the situation. That's all that we've seen tonight. This Titans team has some talent. They have one of the best young quarterbacks in the league. It's just their head coach maybe isn't all there in the head. So we have reached the 2-minute warning. I hate his zone drops, by the way. I'm not a fan. But you know what? He has shut out his opponent. So who am I to criticize him? But I'm not a fan. Out of the gun here, underneath, misses his guy. Andrew Fleck with a rare misfire.
Thought he had the tight end.
Well, he didn't throw to the tight end, so that's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And me, I'm fiending for this shutout. I know D'Angelo is too, because he's a guy who, like you said, is very arrogant, likes to flex. The shutout would be the ultimate flex. I mean, that would be hilarious. So we'll see what he can do. Still has a shot in this game if he can get in the end zone. has a guy
so late.
knocked out.
Oh my
Man,
god.
yeah, he's got to throw
he
that
just
earlier.
made the read so late.
Yeah, not ideal. Safety now, probably the best opportunity to.
I think we're gonna see timeouts from the Titans here.
100%. 100%. Onsides
Would
are
you call
super good.
timeouts?
Absolutely.
I feel like I would call
Absolutely.
timeouts.
I'm getting points. I'm not getting shut out.
I've played too many games. If I'm Wally to go out like this, I'm like
RPO
no.
action on the bubble. That's Zay Flowers. Gonna get brought down. I'm not
No
seeing any
timeout.
timeouts. You still got to get a first down.
Damn.
Out of
So
the
a
single
year
back
removed
here.
from being shut out 31-0 by the Steelers in a playoff game, it seems that the Ravens are going to shut out themselves.
I would have called timeout to not take that delay, but you know, I mean, if I took a safety, like I'd be actually depressed. Like you'd have to admit me to the nearest hospital because I'm gonna be sad as frick. I take this safety. Inside run here. It's Layman who's just gonna run into his own lineman for a little bit there. Gonna get tackled.
It seems like we're gonna get the Ravens and Bills next week. Who do you got?
I'm actually gonna go Ravens. I think. I'm a believer.
Just made the poll, and I think I'm gonna take the Ravens. They look good.
They look good, and we aren't gonna see timeouts from the Titans. They're gonna accept that they got shut out. They got nailed on. And that's gonna be all she wrote. So a bad showing for Tennessee. But you gotta think that they are looking to come back. You know, that division up for grabs. And I'd imagine actually never mind. Sniper's in that division. Now, what am I talking about? But wild card spots certainly up for grabs. I think they could be back next year.
I wonder if we're gonna get some playoff games played now that we're advancing to the next round. Steady.
Well, I mean, I'd hope that's the case. I mean, I'd like to play a playoff game.
See if we get some played right now.
Wow, I got DM'd by Raging about a new link. I stopped checking because nobody was sending it to me. I don't even see the link. He just DM'd me and said newer link, and it's not here. So, kind of crazy. Damn, D'Angelo said the N-word. Look, that's crazy.
Black, so.
He said bag this nibba. That's crazy. Wow, man. That's nuts. Well, if you aren't aware, Wally is actually very Caucasian and not, and you know, I don't know if that really applies.
You don't think that term accurately describes?
No, I don't think that term describes Wally very well. But let's see. Ravens versus Bills is the game of the week for next week, I guess. Yeah, I'm team Bills personally. Or I'm retarded. What did I just click? Did I click the Bills? I did click the Bills on accident. Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of that right now. My bad. I wanted to click the Ravens. So I've removed the roll because I've actually chosen the wrong one. But yeah. Well, you know, it was still an okay game, even though we kind of watched one team run away with it. I look forward to seeing what D'Angelo can do next round. Do we have anyone on to advance, Stink?
I'm doing it. I'm getting
all right. Wonderful. Well, guys, thanks for tuning into the game. We'll probably be back soon with some more MKL playoff action, guys. So hang in there. Thanks for showing up, and